Choosing a new wheel is the most exciting part of building a car or truck, because other than changing the color of paint, it has the biggest impact on how your project looks. The first step, well, that's just picking out what wheel that you want to go on your project. And there are literally hundreds and hundreds of different options out there. And once you have your design picked out, the job's not done, because each individual wheel comes in at least a dozen different sizes between width, bolt pattern, and offset. So today I'm going to give you the lowdown on wheel specs, and I'll start by listing off all the numbers that are used to classify a wheel. This is a 20 by 9 with an 8/170 bolt pattern. It has an offset of +12 and a backspacing of 5.5 inches. Now, there's a lot of different numbers in there, and it kind of sounds like gibberish, but today I'm going to give you the breakdown of what all those numbers mean. We're not measuring the physical size of the wheel. This is 21.5 inches in diameter. We're actually measuring the surface that the bead of the tire mounts to, which is just a little bit inside at 20 inches. And you can see the same thing on the width. The whole wheel is actually 10 inches wide, but the mounting surface of the bead is 9. Next, we have bolt pattern. This wheel is an 8/170, and this one is a 5/4.5. And the first number, that's easy because it's just the number of bolt holes that each wheel has. The second number is the diameter of an imaginary circle in inches or millimeters that runs through the center of each of the studs, or in this case, 170 millimeters. On a 4, 6, or an 8 lug wheel, it's actually really easy to measure the bolt pattern. All you gotta do is measure from the center of one stud to the center of the other stud that's directly across from it. But on a 5 lug wheel, you can't do that because there are no two studs that are directly across from each other. You'll have to measure from the center of one lug to the outside edge of a hole that's across from it, or in this case, 4.5 inches. Next, we'll talk about backspacing and offset. And there's two different ways to basically express the same thing. And that's how far in the hub mounting surface is from the back surface of the wheel. So first we'll talk about backspacing, because that's the easiest to measure. Just take a straight edge, put it across the back of the wheel, and then take a measurement. This particular wheel has a backspacing of 5.5 inches. Offset is just a little bit different, and it all has to do with the center line of the wheel. Our hub mounting surface is 12 millimeters to the outside, which gives us a +12 offset. And conversely, if the hub mount were towards the inside, we would have a negative offset. So now that you guys know how to order wheels, you can go out and get a custom set for your car or truck.